Yeah, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, Straight Briggs here with this on this beautiful money-making Monday here at the Pick Dogs Morning Show. Here 365 days a year, man, here to give y'all our thoughts, our opinions, and how we see the day's action shaping out. Knee-deep in the dog days of summer, man. Small card today. Just Major League Baseball, 9 games. And, yeah, just here to let you guys know what it is and what it ain't. I got Costa here with me today. And, of course, as always, the franchise player, Chris Ruffalo. What's happening, Chris? How you doing?
Doing all right, yeah. Just a new start to a new week. Finished last week yesterday. Really solid. Saw the board pretty well. So I'm just hoping to roll it forward into this week. Because we only got the Commissioner Cup tomorrow, but we still got Major League Baseball to talk about. 8 games today. So
8, not 9? Oh, okay.
I was at 9? I thought it was 8.
No, I'm saying you're right. I said 9.
Yeah, so I'm just ready to break it down, make some money. Like I said, you got to pick your spots here. You don't have to force it today, but I think there are a couple good spots on the board.
I created a game in my head. I'm gonna let y'all know what it is. Costi, we ain't seen you since Friday. What's happening? How you doing?
Yeah, still the same person since Friday. I have not changed. It's summer for me is constant. Do the same routine every single day. Don't get out of your routine. The routine is you do your homework. A lot of my betting groups that I do business with during the football and basketball season take off for the summer. So it's a lot less of 9 to 5 type work where you're constantly looking out on your phone for the next alert for the next game. Right now, just working with Yang, the guy is always giving me interesting content and stuff that I've actually never even heard of in the MLB before as a statistical factor, which is really cool to learn, as well as be a student of the game and make money doing it. We had a really good week last week as well. On his all access, we were up 7 units. So again, new week, new opportunities. Love to break down the games here today. Because for me, I break down all the games the day before in the videos. So talking about them the morning of, they're just as fresh in my mind from the night before from the recording. So we can get to it.
Fair enough, man. It was an action-packed weekend for dog days. For me yesterday, I did have a losing day. I went 0-2. Off of a good Saturday, had a bad Sunday. I had the under in that Mariners-Rangers game. That was disgusting. 1-1.
I had it too, dude. That was yesterday, you mean?
Yes, yesterday.
Yeah, I had the under yesterday.
Yes, 1-1. One in the extras.
Oh.
That hurt. And then in hoops, I had the Chris's, the Sparks. I'm here to tell y'all right now, she's arrived, and I love it. Angel Reese. Oh my God! If y'all ain't tuned in, you hating, and if you hating, you hating. Did y'all read that stat line from yesterday? As being on the other side watching that game, I was just floored. I'm like, oh my God, if this is who she's gonna be one of the best in the league, bro. Simple. 24. What she have? 16 rebounds and 7 assists. Y'all know who stat line that look like?
Don't say it.
Do you know who stat line that look like?
Don't say it.
Do you know who stat line that look like?
Yes, I know who you're going to say, and don't say it.
I'm just telling you. As a ball watcher, I am unbiased. I'm unbiased. And I'm just telling you what my eyes see. 24, 16, and 7 and a dub. That's a Jokic style stat line. I'm just saying.
Blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
Jokic style stat line. I'm just saying. She can be that, man. She's starting to see the floor well. She's starting to really, catching the low post and dish out. I love the Angel in the assist role. And we already knew she could crash the boards. We already knew that. She's already I would say top 2. Really, she's the best rebounder in the league. 1 or 2.
Yeah. No, she is. She's the best rebounder in the league. I'll give her that.
Best rebounder in the league. And the main issue was she just wasn't strong enough in finishing around the rim. She's been doing that of recent, and she was doing that yesterday. If you haven't watched the film from yesterday's game, go watch the film. She was catching it, body, up, bucket. I'm like, okay, Angel, you hooping. And that's all I ever wanted from you, Angel. I've kept it consistent. When you come out and hoop, I will give you all the flowers in the world. All the flowers in the world. And that's exactly what you've been doing. Not only yesterday, but this little 4-game stretch you've had. Y'all have heard me come here and say, I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Angel. So shout out to her.
16 plus boards in 4 straight.
Did they say 70 rebounds in 4 games?
Yeah.
She's hooping. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. Do not fall for the internet hoopla. I don't fall for that. I'm an avid hoops watcher, and I'm here to tell y'all right here, right now, Angel Reese is fucking hooping.
She's a double-double machine. I can't take it away from her. As much as I've joked about it in the past, she's a double-double machine.
Shout out to Angel. You deserve your flowers this morning. Tomorrow, like Chris said, though, we got a really good game between my favorite player, Caitlin Clark. And if you're a Caitlin Clark fan, you do not have to hate Angel Reese. You can love them both, just like I do. You can love them both. Caitlin is my favorite player, though, and we got a good matchup tomorrow in the Commissioner's Cup Championship. So I hope she plays. I believe she's playing.
I was just going to say, is she? Because she's still on the injury report. So
I hope she's playing. The league needs her to play. Speaking of
if she doesn't play, that's going to be like a 12-point line for a Commissioner's Cup final.
Nah, it probably will. While we're talking about WNBA, did you see the news this morning?
The expansion?
3 new expansion teams. We already had 2, which was Portland and Toronto.
Canada.
Shout out Canada. Chris's team.
No, because I'm saying they're going to play all across Canada. It's not just exclusive to Toronto.
Oh, for real? It's Canada's team?
It's supposed to be. Yeah, that's what I was reading. That like they're going to have like 6 or 7 games across Canada. I could be wrong. That may have changed, but that was the initial plan. Was that it's going to be the Toronto Tempo. Still a stupid name.
Yeah, I really like that.
Oh, man.
Put the Toronto
WNBA would do that. Do some stupid ass name like that.
Like I get it. It's already bad. I mean, it's already bad enough to do the Raptors because you did it for a movie from 35 years ago or 30 years ago.
The Raptors are good.
The Raptors is hard though. It's hard.
No, I understand, but I'm saying like I'm just saying like the Raptors kind of came out of nowhere just because of like the affiliation with Jurassic Park. I get it. I'm still fine with the Raptors, but what the fuck does tempo have to do with anything?
Tempo matters in the golf swing. That's about it.
What is a female raptor? Is it just a raptor?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't have the same rings like the Toronto Pterodactyls, but it's like
that would have went hard.
Pterodactyls type.
Toronto Towers.
That would have been a lot to spell out. You know, it would have been
it would have been like the little arc, like the name over the jersey.
The door never locks. The guy I can never get my alone time anymore. I'm only on the show twice a week. This guy always.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know what other alone time you have that gets interrupted.
What I was saying though is they did add 3 new teams to the dub or coming soon. Cleveland. Philadelphia, and Detroit.
Oh, they're gonna go back to Detroit.
Cleveland, Philadelphia, and Detroit are the.
I don't know how they didn't stay in Detroit.
I'm surprised.
They're going back to Cleveland too.
I'm surprised with 5 new teams coming soon. There's no Florida team.
How about a Baltimore WNBA?
Yeah, because to me, Philadelphia. I think Philadelphia is the only one that hasn't had a WNBA team yet. Because Cleveland had the Rockers back in like the 2000s, late 90s. Detroit had the Shock before they went to Tulsa, and then they became the Wings. And then Philadelphia, I don't think has had one.
Yep.
Florida had the Miracle and the Soul. And
it must be the dog days of summer that we're talking about WNBA history.
I mean, it's Monday with 8 games in Major League Baseball. We're gonna get to baseball.
Talking about UFC and how Ilia Topuria is a
We're
straight
gonna
dog.
We're gonna
He's a
get there.
dog.
It's Monday, and if you're an OG here on this show, you know Monday is always recap. That's what Monday is. We'll get to baseball here momentarily. It's late games today, and we'll talk
You
about
watch UFC?
I did. Before we get there, shout out to the Dub though. I like it. I like that it's expanding. Y'all know I'm Mr. Hoops, so I'm a huge advocate for the Dub, and I just try to give it the love that it needs and it deserves. And you all should tune in and watch. It's a good product. Better than
you see the minority owners for Detroit?
No.
Grant Hill, Chris Webber, and Jared Goff.
Wow, that's hard. That's cool. Shout out to the Dub. Speaking of UFC though, Costi, Topuria, man, I'm not a huge UFC guy. You know, I'm just like, I'm a casual. If there's one sport where I'm really a casual, it's UFC. But I do know that Topuria is now entering himself and amongst, you know, the GOATs. The type
Not
run.
yet. He's got a man ahead of him. That if he beats him,
they saying
if he beats Islam, then yes.
Pause, but I'm just saying, like the run he's on, the knockouts that he's delivered, you know, there's not many 2 division champs. He's done that. He's entering his name amongst them GOATs. That's all I'm saying. And
the thing about
that was nasty. 1, 2.
Yeah, the thing about me, I won't lie. I gave that out on the morning show. I thought Topuria Oliveira was going to go the distance because I don't know. I just had this feeling. I also didn't know that Charles Oliveira was going to go into that fight looking like a zombie.
So wait,
he did not look.
Well, you know the odds were for him to go the distance, right?
Yeah, plus 475.
Yeah, plus 800.
Oh, I got plus 475, but yeah, I guess I didn't think
it's hard for them to go. He's a knockout artist, and I know. I admit. Going the distance. I mean, it's a long shot. I'm not saying I personally had a little sprinkle in that as well, but I mean, a plus 800 is a big time dog price.
All I know is that shit was nasty.
Stepped right into it.
And the thing is, that's exactly what Topuria said he was going to do. He said he steps forward, I'm going to knock him out in the first round. Hey, that's another level to say something and then see it, tell them exactly what you're gonna do, and then go out and do exactly that. You know, I thought Oliveira looked a little scared when he was laying on the mat. I hate when dudes do that and they just lay on the mat, especially when you're in the just straight, bro. But obviously, I see why you did it because God,
it's so Islam is gonna end up fighting. Well, he's fighting JDM. And then it's going to be a super fight between Islam and Topuria. If Topuria could beat him, that will put him in the GOAT category. Definitely would.
That might be the only fight where I'm going to root for Islam.
If Patty fights Topuria, he's going to get destroyed. As good as Patty is, I like him a lot. I think he's improved. But this is a different style of power that nobody in this weight class has ever seen.
I seen even my favorite yesterday. I seen a clip of him saying, I'm glad he didn't accept my call out. Sean O'Malley said that. So I was like, man. I still want that fight though, because I think Sean is the one of the few that got the striking stand-up power to throw him with Topuria. But
he's got a glass chin.
Yeah. Topuria, man, he on the run though, and I got to give him his flowers. Today is just me giving flowers to guys and people who I said I would give flowers to if they continue to do what they've done, and they are. So shout out to them.
I think Patty's live in that fight. I wouldn't count him out. I know he hasn't faced anything like that, but I don't know. Someone can't count him out.
I mean, what Topuria has done to guys that literally don't have glass chins, and he just puts them out of their misery. I don't know, man. It's gonna be a guy that's gonna have to take him on the ground. You can't beat him standing up. I don't think it's possible. At least from the guys that we've seen. Like Max Holloway is not a guy that gets beat up and knocked out often.
I'm gonna see
He
that.
had him. He had him running around the ring, just getting knocked back and forth, back and forth. So
Shout
I
out
mean,
to the
you remember that Justin Gaethje Max Holloway fight? So
UFC, man. Shout out to the UFC. And last thing before we talk baseball, you see the news this morning? Your division got a little tougher. Got a little tougher.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Old ass. He's old as shit.
Yeah.
He's old.
I love the video too. Iron sharpens iron. It was hard. I was like, okay.
Oh, he's a good. He's like Richard Sherman in his later years. Like still has the name. Still a name, but is nowhere near the guy that could play 1-on-1, no secondary coverage. I mean, no second coverage, double coverage on. He's gonna get roasted. He doesn't have the speed anymore, and the older you get, your hips mobility go away, especially for corners. That's why a lot of corners go to safety.
I mean, but he went to a division where, y'all running the football over there. You know what I mean? It's not like nobody's scared of the Ravens pushing the ball down the field or, throwing the ball, So, yeah, I lock up Bateman, lock up Hollywood, lock up.
Can't lock anybody up because we don't have a clear number one. It's like, what are you going to – you can't lock anybody up.
I'm saying he good.
It's too old.
I'm just hating.
The Steelers are just grabbing everybody over the age of 30.
I kind of like the Steelers are becoming a J-style team this year. A hype train,
Ain't no hype train on Aaron Rodgers anymore.
Exactly. That's why I'm on it. All aboard. All aboard the Pittsburgh hype train, man. It's gonna be
Are you going to be on Pittsburgh hype train this year?
Yes. I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm not officially on there, but I'm keeping an eye on it.
But so now you have the Bengals, the Steelers.
No. So my two teams that I like are the Cowboys and the Bengals. And then, I always got a couple teams that I like just betting for betting purposes. And the Steelers probably going to fit that mold this year.
Oh, I think they're going to be good for betting this year. I do agree. I think they will be. I think they're going to surprise a lot of people. Aaron Rodgers, they always say year 2 after the Achilles is the real comeback year. Year 1, your mobility is just not there. You don't trust the leg as much. You saw he wasn't as elusive because that's his game, is get around the pocket and then throw darts. He couldn't really get around the pocket to put himself in the position to throw the darts. I think this year he's going to have a Brady-ish Tampa Bay type year, possibly. That's his ceiling. He has the ability to do it. I think he will have a good year. He's just it's a really tough division to play in. I don't know. We'll see. I think they're going to be better than everybody thinks, though.
Fair enough, man. That's around the world. Talked about hoops. Talked about boxing. I mean, not boxing, UFC. We talked about boxing. Canelo Crawford coming up. Oof, can't wait. But we talked about UFC and we talked about some football news. We move on to Major League Baseball. And before we start with today's card, I got to go to what happened last night, man. Oh, my God.
You almost called it.
I tried. Oh, I fucking tried. He tried to do it, too. He tried. And that's why he's my GOAT. That's why he's the number one in our rotation, man.
Yeah.
And if you're an OG here on this show, we just didn't jump on this Scooble train, man. We've been on the Scooble train. This is a multi-year thing here with Scoop. He's so cold, bro. He's the best pitcher in baseball. I'm standing on it.
And they're potentially the best team in baseball.
Yep.
Strikeouts for Scooble went crazy yesterday, too. I think 12 plus was paying like plus 800 or something like that. That's like I said, I had my reasons for not playing the strikeouts, but it's games like that where you kick yourself. But it's like I was telling myself, going into that game, the strikeouts hadn't been there. So, but he showed up.
Man, shout out to Tigers, man. Shout out to Tigers. I'm loving what I'm seeing in Detroit right now. I'm loving it. But That's yesterday. That's yesterday, fellas. Y'all ready to talk about today? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Money making Monday. It's not a game today, but this is. It's the Philadelphia Phillies at home at the crib with the San Diego Padres rolling in. We got Zach Wheeler on the mound versus Matt Waldron. We got the Cardinals versus the Pirates. This is Eric Fede versus Heen Dog and Drew Heaney. And we got the Yankees, the Bronx Bombers. Ooh, yeah, the Yankees. Battling it out with Chris's team. The Toronto Tempo. No, I'm kidding.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
The Blue Jays. How you feeling here in this first slot, Chris?
God. I think this is a spot where they have to take the Phillies on the run line. I just don't know what we're going to see from Matt Waldron in his season debut. He was an up and down pitcher last year, and right now the Phillies offense has really been struggling, but I still think that that Wheeler's the better starting option here by a mile. It's just also the Phillies bullpen that I still have my real concerns about, but Wheeler's one of those pitchers that can give you 7 strong innings to where you don't have to worry about how long you hand the ball over to the bullpen. And I think they get the job done here. So I'm going to take Phillies run line.
There you go. For the franchise here in this first slot, Costi, what you like?
The only game in the slot that I like is St. Louis. The Heen Dog has been god awful last 5 starts. Both teams coming off a sweep. I think there's the team that's the better team is going to, in my opinion, continue the run here with St. Louis. I think, listen, Pittsburgh just swept one of the worst teams in baseball, the New York Mets. So that doesn't really say much. Pat, let me give them a clap. They swept the Mets. Big fucking deal. I think St. Louis is the better team, better pitcher. In this spot, you're basically getting an even price on them on the road. Look, Pittsburgh has been decent at home. They have a winning record at home. I don't doubt that, but I still don't trust them. St. Louis has the better bullpen. Still think they have the better bats. You're not getting one of the aces for Pittsburgh here. So I'm going to take St. Louis laying the short price of 110, I think, is the last thing I saw. 108 now. So it's actually gone down. It was 125. It's 108. So you're seeing a lot of public money coming on the hype train Pirates coming off the sweeping of one of the worst teams in baseball in the New York Mets.
Yeah, I could seeing it through that lens, but I also just could see it through the lens of the Pirates are favored here at home for a reason. And the Cardinals, they're one of those teams where they do play well in certain spots, certain situations, but I mainly trust them at home. They're a home juggernaut. On the road, they're not as trustworthy as you may think. And I think this is a Heen Dog get his shit together type outing. I think this is a why we love Heen Dog in the first place style outing. I'm on the Pirates. I'm on the Pirates. I think the Pirates probably win today, win tomorrow. The Pirates going to go on a win streak. They're already in mid streak. But if Skeens go tomorrow, then yeah, I like them today and tomorrow. 5-game win streak rolling for the Pittsburgh Pirates. We're a streaky team last year, so it's not like wouldn't be impossible for them to start playing well. The last couple weeks, I feel like they've been playing okay. So I can talk myself into Pittsburgh, and I can definitely fade St. Louis on the road. And I would just say this line is favoring Pittsburgh for good reason. Phillies Padres. It's a tough one. It's like, do I really trust Zach Wheeler at this big of a price against a competent opponent like the Padres? I don't know. It is Matt Waldron, Mr. Knuckleballer. Ooh. What if he just been sitting there and he come in there and just throw the nastiest knuckleball today and the Phillies just can't see that shit? Feel me? I can see it happening. I don't want to be on the Phillies at this big of a price. I'm going to take the Padres. I'm gonna take the Padres. It's too good of a plus money to pass up. I get why people want to fade Waldron. He very well could get blown up. He very well could. He could get crushed. But the Phillies, they did take 2 or 3 off Atlanta, but no, I'm not feeling them today. And I'm just here to let you guys know my thoughts. And then Yankees, Blue Jays. Oh, yeah, Yankees. I'm gonna roll with the Yankees today. I'm gonna roll with the Yankees. The under finally didn't cash yesterday for the first time in 16 games? Something like that. Probably goes back to the under today, though. I'll probably go back to the under in this one and a small lean towards the Yanks. Not in love with it. It's not a premium. The under is the better play, but Scherzer, old man Scherzer, he hasn't been terrible of recent. He's been okay, and I think he'll be okay again today. Just letting y'all know my thoughts, man. I got 2 premiums today, but if I don't talk about all the games, somebody's gonna be like, "Y'all didn't talk about the Blue Jays and the Yankees." Small lean for me on the Yanks, but keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. We got the Reds and the Red Sox. I should have did 4 and 4. I don't know why I didn't do 4 and 4. Now we did. We got to do 3 and 5, but it's all good. We got the Reds and the Red Sox. This is Chase Burns versus Garrett Crochet. We have this Tampa Bay Rays versus the Oakland Athletics. Sorry, not Oakland, the homeless Athletics. We got the best team in Major League Baseball versus the Costies. I feel like we play these boys a million times this month. Rogers versus Corbin. We got the Royals versus the Mariners. Mama that man's on the mound. Jorge Kirby battling it out with Waka 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 Waka.
Waka Flocka?
Yeah, like somebody say in the comments, Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka.
And last game of the night is the Giants. Not the Cubs. It's the Giants. Where's the Giants? There they are. It's the Giants versus the Diamondbacks. Logan Webb versus Ryan Nelson. 5 games here, Costi. Would you like to close out today?
Again, not a favorite. Don't really love the card overall today. This is one of those days where you get away with just doing 1 or 2 games. In this slot in particular, I'm going to take the under in the Baltimore-Texas game. Trevor Rogers, obviously small sample size, but I think he could get a solid 4 or 5 innings in. Texas and Baltimore struggle hitting lefties overall. The roof is going to be closed, right? It's over 90 degrees, Jay. It's probably going to be closed.
Probably,
yeah. So the weather doesn't matter as much. The wind is blowing in, but I still like the under here. I think both these teams struggle to get runs on the board. I think Patrick Corbin he has been getting lit up. I mean, he's given up 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. I mean, he's in the last 5 games. I mean, he gives up a lot of runs. But quick revenge here against Baltimore. He just faced them on June 23rd. Now he gets to face them again. I think there's going to be a correction there with Baltimore winning 6-0, 6-0 last time. I think there's going to be a correction here. He's going to pitch a little bit better. I just like the under here at 8.5.
I am going straight unders here. All unders. Under Reds. Under Reds. Red Sox, Garrett Crochet versus Chase Burns. 7.5 total, I think, tells you everything you need to know. The Red Sox have one of the worst batting lineups in all of Major League Baseball. And I think Chase Burns has good stuff. And on the other side, no, we don't have to prop up Garrett Crochet. Y'all know who he is. And
The GOAT.
I don't know about all that. He's good, though.
Nice.
He's really good, and I think he has a good outing today. So give me a Nerfy and give me an under. Red Sox. I'm taking another under. Rangers Orioles. Broke my heart yesterday, but it was the right play. It was the right play, bro. It was the right play. It was a 1-1 game going into the 10th. And then in the 10th, they just exploded because of the stupid ass rules. I hate those rules when you're betting an under. I love it when I'm betting an over.
That's the worst, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially when it's 1-1. Like I was on that same game, and you just usually at that point, like, you figure it might be 3-1 final score going to extras.
Yeah, you feel me? Like the day before, same thing. It went to extras the day before, and it finished 3-2 or 3-1.
We have 4-2. How about 5-2? These are okay numbers here. They're okay numbers. 6-2. We're still alive. What was the final score? 10-6?
Some. I turned it off. It pissed me off.
Well, it was already over. They kept scoring it was 6-4. It was 6-4.
Yeah, I knew what time it was. I turned it off. But it's the right play to go back to it, man. Still damn near over 65% for the season. Unders for the Rangers this season. Still, I believe, the most profitable under team in baseball. It is Corbin, it is Rogers, but I don't trust either offense right now to do a whole lot of anything. So under in that one. And then Mariners Royals, same thing, under. Call me underboy today because I like totals. I'm on the totals and the under, stealing Chris's shit today. Waka Flocka, I think, has a solid outing today. Michael Waka. And we already know how bad the Royals offense has been this season. They're right there with the Rangers in games scoring, 3 runs or less this season. Like, that's how bad they've been offensively. So I think on the other side, Jorge Kirby has a really solid outing too. So the Mariners coming off a low-scoring series. I think they come home, big ballpark, pitcher-friendly ballpark, and struggle. I think the Royals, same thing, 7.5 under.
Jay, let me ask you a question. Because Jorge Kirby's not doing well, is that why you don't do the bit anymore?
Jorge Kirby?
Kirby?
He doesn't deserve the bit.
He doesn't deserve the bit, right?
He's still my guy, bro. He's still a GOAT, bro.
Yeah, you can't be the GOAT if we just overlook you and we just assign a regular name like everybody else in baseball, unless you have a bit. So basically, you're just a no-name Jorge Kirby.
No, bro. Yeah, not for slander the name of Jorge. He been all right, bro. He's been all right. He getting his shit together. He started off terrible. But of recent, he been locked in. His last 5, he's only given up like 2 earned a game. He had that one bad game against the Cubs, but they still won. His last game against the Twins, that wasn't really his fault. He went 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned. What more do you want from the guy? Mama, that man on the mound tonight, y'all know what the fuck he finna do. I don't gotta prop him up. Y'all know who he is. Chris, what you like here, man?
I think today's the day where Kirby gets that bit back, though. He deserves it. Taking the Mariners here. I don't love Michael Walker on the road. Just like the Royals. I don't love them on the road either. They're a better team at Kauffman. And Seattle's just in the better form right now. So give me Jorge Kirby. Give me the Mariners here. Again, the Royals offense, I think, is right up there with the Rangers in terms of games with 3 runs or less scored this season. I think they might be ahead of them, to be honest. So give me the Mariners in that one. And give me the under in the first 5 between the Reds and the Red Sox. If I had to pick a side, I think I would actually lean towards the Reds. Just because I don't trust this Boston bullpen. My only concern is that Garrett Crochet is another one of those pitchers that can go deep enough into the game where he only has to hand the ball to the Boston bullpen for 1 inning, 2 innings. And I mean, even then, that's still enough time for them to blow it. But if I'm looking at the bullpen ERA from the last 7 days for the Red Sox, it's 3rd highest in baseball, 7.08. So they're giving up runs late. the Reds have the much better bullpen, so that's why I said if I had to take a shot on the side, it would be the Reds. So I think Chase Burns is legit. I wasn't necessarily much of a believer. I wanted to be like, okay, I want to see what he's got. He came out against the Yankees with a strong start. Not going to hold three runs in 5 innings against him. So give me the Reds in a lean, but the first 5 under in that game.
Fair enough. That's it. That's all, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. We did it. We covered everything under the sun. Small card today. Told y'all that. It's just 8 Major League Baseball games. But we talked about a lot of the news. We covered the games. Gave y'all our thoughts, our opinions, our favorite plays, the plays that we love the most, the plays that we personally got the most money on. You can find those over at Pick Dogs Premium. The franchise is running hot right now, ladies and gentlemen. I told y'all this yesterday, and he came out and fucking smashed them again yesterday. I don't just be up here talking. I don't just be up here wasting breath to waste my breath. Franchise is hot, man. And if you ain't hopping on with them right now, then you just ain't doing it right. So, Chris, what you got going on today, my man? What you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium today?
Yeah, obviously today for me, it's just baseball. My $19 MLB Pickoff play, and then that's part of my 3-pack. Like Jay said, number 1 24-hour and 7-day leaderboard. So hoping to just keep that going today. But yeah, pair me up with Jay. He's starting to heat up too. Pair us up with any of the other handicappers at the website. Remember to use that promo code PICK at checkout. Get 15% off your purchase. Today is the last day for my $250K special, where get the month for $250 or $250 off a yearly. So make sure that you check that out over at Pick Dogs Premium.
Man, hop on with the franchise over at Pick Dogs Premium and do the damn thing. Costa, talk to us about the Angle and Safer Syndicate Group.
So with the Angle, obviously it's an all access pass to his rated games. The guy puts in a lot of work. I just broker all of his clients because a lot of it has to do with money management of the breakdown of the games and when he wants to bet them at what price. You could definitely contact me direct. And also, I know it's a little bit early. We have another day to go, but Christmas in July is coming. It's a great opportunity to jump on anything long-term, especially with football around the corner. And it saves you a lot of money by treating it like a business, not just a daily hobby. So if this interests you, my phone number is all over the site under Premium Picks, Safer Syndicate Group. You can reach me, call me, text me. And all I ask is just be nice. Had some people call that weren't so nice. Had nothing to do with me.
Be nice to Costa.
Be nice. Not very nice.
Oops, I messed up. There we go.
I don't do well with motion sickness.
Hi, man. For me, small card today. I might probably just got one play. I've been going real light. It's baseball season. Costi told you earlier, most of his betting groups took the summer off. I could theoretically do that. Y'all know I'm an NBA better through and through, but I'm here. I show up daily. Just let y'all know my thoughts, my opinions, and how I see it playing out. I do bet baseball. Not heavy, but I'm looking for spots. I'm looking for situations. I'm looking at things that I like. I thought I had a good one yesterday in the under in the Rangers game. Didn't cash. 1-1 going into the 9th. Into the 10th. But it is what it is. Be what it be. Looking to bounce back. Let's cook up. Let's do the damn thing over the summer. We got WNBA over the summer too, so we still betting hoops. You can still hop on with me, and we can still cash some tickets. I saw some noise in the comments a minute ago.
It's true.
And y'all know what the play is, bro. Y'all know what the fucking play is. Y'all know what the play is, man. Y'all know what the play is.
What the hell are you talking about?
Y'all know what the play is, man. I just had to put it on the screen right quick. Y'all know what the play is.
They were on the screen.
I mean, about the week 1 play game season. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know. It's already in. I already got it on the site.
Oh, you're getting the early number.
Yep.
It's going to move against you.
Yep. I already bet.
But you didn't take the early number. You took the early money line.
Yep.
I did text you when you got Pickens, and I said this is going to be a problem for the rest of that division. Telling you, you've never. I know I've been a football connoisseur my entire life. That's been my lifeline into this business, and I feel like I have a really good spot and situation opinion behind the numbers. And CeeDee Lamb has never had a real number 2. Winning is a whole different story, but there's been some years when Dak went off. And I think having a real number 2, and Pickens has never been a number 2. It's always been the guy in Pittsburgh where they have Russell Wilson throwing the ball and Kenny Pickett. So 2-thumb Pickett, 2-glove Pickett, ain't it? It's going to be a problem over there in Dallas.
Man, Dak this, Dak that, Dak this, Dak that. Check the numbers. That's all. I'm done. I'm done arguing with the Dak haters. Check the numbers. That's all I gotta say. Check the numbers. Check your starting quarterback's numbers and check Dak's starting numbers, and I promise you'd be astonished. And I say that to say this. Also, go check Dak's numbers against this damn division and see the dominance he's had over this division. I'm not scared of no Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not scared of them boys. I'm not. Check Dak's record against the Philadelphia Eagles, too, in that same time frame. Check it. All I'm saying is I don't think that game 1 line is truly reflective of what the fuck's finna go down. I just don't. I don't think the gap between those 2 teams is that big. And you put the extra motivation on top. Y'all know that's all I'll be looking for, the extra motivation. We finna watch our division rival who we fucking hate lift a banner in our face, and I think we're not finna. All right. So that's why I'm on the money line game 1. It's gonna be a hell of a battle. We ain't seen Dak versus Jalen Hurts in a minute. They both was hurt last few times, man. But check the stat book. Check them. We'll see. Football getting closer and closer and closer.
66 days.
Getting closer. It's on the horizon.
That's for NFL. College is sooner.
Speaking of college, bigger news. I can't wait for 2028.
What?
Yep, I saw it come across my phone.
I'm so excited.
They haven't had it, and I didn't even know they didn't.
Haven't had it since
like 2008.
Yeah, I think the Blake Griffin cover year was last year. They had it.
I think so. I think when that 2008. Let me see. When was the last one?
What about now in the they have a college football one?
Yeah.
We got.
Do they have names on the back?
Yeah, we got that last year.
Well, they'll have that now because they didn't have the NIL before.
That's what I'm saying. They have it now.
Yeah.
We got it last year. It was last year.
But you need to see. I'm gonna send you a link. You got to see some of the funniest names that came out of.
So Jay may or may not know this, but NBA Live back in the day when Jordan was in it, you couldn't have Jordan on the back. He wouldn't allow you to put Jordan on the back. It was just number 45 or number 23. You remember that? He never had Jordan on the back because he wouldn't allow them to use his likeness.
My favorite was in like the early NBA lives when the faces were 2-dimensional and it's like you couldn't have one side of the face on the other side, so you had to like the face would just sort of juxtapose, like it would flip.
And you guys don't remember NBA Blitz.
Coming from a specific source that's very, very
NBA Jam.
I do remember all that, bro. The last one was 2010 for college basketball. It's a minute ago. I was 11. Love that damn game. Can't wait to play it. College football 26 come out in like a week and a half. I think a week from Friday. It was 2 weeks from Friday, so yeah, it's like a week and a half. Be grinding that again. So yeah. That's all, man. Money Making Monday. Last and final part of the show is the parlays, man. Parlay. Chris.
Yeah, I'm digging for this one. There's not a whole lot that I love for a parlay, but I'll do a home run parlay. Let's go O'Neal Cruz for a home run and Ketel Marte for a home run.
Like that.
Costa.
I'm going to go Blue Jays plus money at home. Diamondbacks plus money at home. and under in the Orioles game.
I got 2 parlays for y'all. The first one, we're gonna parlay damn near every under on the board today. Low scoring day in baseball. Under Padres, Phillies. Under Yankees, Blue Jays. Under Reds, Red Sox. Under under Orioles, Rangers, and under Royals, Mariners. Under in every damn thing today. Low scoring, boring day of baseball.
So it's under parlay.
Yes.
From down under.
From under parlay.
From under parlay. Shout out to Australia. From down under parlay. I respect it, Jay. I'll put it in right now.
Unders.
You got me turned up now.
And then we're going Chris style in the second one. We're going no home runs in Baltimore and Texas. I know that sounds insane with Patrick Corbin on the mound, but he's been all right. Give me no home runs, Orioles, Rangers, and give me no home runs in Royals, Mariners. Waka, 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 flocka.
That's actually not bad.
Versus Jorge Kirby.
Hold on. I have an idea.
Or can you do the bit, please? I just feel like he's nobody right now.
No.
We did the
Lost
bit.
his identity. He does not. Jay just says his name like it's nothing. Like he's a nobody.
Okay, hold on. I want to just get odds on something quickly.
Jorge Kirby.
Killing me because I have to go. It's killing me because I have to go to the bathroom, but I have to do this. O'Neal Cruz home run.
Chris, you should be like a race car driver. You should have a cup underneath the desk.
Cup. This don't.
Like you just got to keep it going, man. Just can't stop. Can't stop the race.
Damn, that no home run is a nice price. If you parlayed up if you combine Jay and I's parlays, so the O'Neal Cruz, Ketel Marte home runs and no home runs from Baltimore, Texas, and Kansas City, Seattle, $10 pays $15,254.
You say no home run in the Texas
Baltimore game. Yeah.
See, I feel like that's going to be a game where it's going to be low scoring, but like just a solo shot. Corbin loves those. He loves giving up the solo shot.
It very well could happen. But these 2 teams also could be 1-1 going into the damn 9th again, and where it was just a blooper. They got in and scored. I'm watching a lot of Rangers baseball, and I don't love nobody for no damn home run today. We'll see. I just think it's just too good of a spot. Rangers ass at home, my team. So I can tell y'all they're ass at home from hitting the baseball perspective. And then in Royals, Mariners just played the Rangers. Bats were ass. Michael Walker should have a good outing. And then Mama That Man is getting back into form. Or hey Kirby. I'm just here to let y'all know my thoughts. I'm just here. That's all I'm here for. Well, let's see if we cash. So, man, Money Making Monday, man. That's it. That's all. We'll be back same time, same programming tomorrow. Brad Wins Bets should be here tomorrow. Jeremy might be on tomorrow. We'll see. A lot of baseball this week. How many games we got on the dub tomorrow? Just one. Commissioner's Cup.
Yeah.
Just one. So me and Chris probably break that down tonight. Had that video up for y'all tonight. Hopefully my girl play, bro. That groin's a tough injury. I pulled my groin back in the day. That was a tough injury to come back from. So I don't even think I pulled it. Like it was like a mini pull. Like, and that shit hurt. That shit felt like you can't do nothing. You can't stand up. You can't walk. You can't sit down. You can't drive. You can't do nothing. So hopefully she's back. It's usually take a minute to get over those, but we'll see. We'll break it down for y'all. Costi, Chris, any final words before we get out of here?
Make it a win day. Said it first. I said it first.
Did.
I did.
I ain't gonna lie, that was dead even. It was a tie.
Was it?
It was a tie.
Right, Chris, virtual high five. High five.
That was a tie.
High five. Love that movie.
Man,
High five.
High five. Success.
Try to act more professional tomorrow.
No, we're not.